Hi, my name is Rachel. Welcome to our channel, Dragon Light Bay Tarot. And the reason why I say our is because I work with the dragons, and I have since I was a kid. So we are doing this reading for the full moon coming up here in November 19th, 2021. And the reason why I was prompted to do this, I'm going to give you a little bit of background. The reason why I was prompted was because when I did the Samhain readings for the astrological signs, I noticed that the full moon card, this particular card, kept coming up. And then it was also reflected in many full moon cards that are in the Halloween Oracle deck, which I also used in those readings. So it looked like this was going to be an important full moon for many of the signs. So I thought, that probably should do a reading just for that. And then, so this morning when I pulled out my deck, at the bottom of the deck was this card. Now you could say, okay, well, maybe you put it there, because it came up a lot, blah, blah. So, but then the other deck that I keep in reserve, just in case I might need it, it was also the moon card. So I'm like, okay, so that may not mean anything to you. However, for me, that was a big sign saying, yes, let's do it. Okay, so November 19th, 2021, this reading is particularly geared toward Starseed, Lightworker, Empaths, Healers, Energy Workers, Witches, Magicians, and anyone who really feels drawn to the elemental realm, which includes dragons. It includes fairies, unicorns, angels, also part of the elemental realms. Okay, so the full moon is on November 19th. It is at 8:57 GMT time. So that is going to be for London. And then I'm just looking it up here on my phone, Paris, Rome, Berlin, that is at 9:58 a.m. Then New York and Atlanta, Toronto, that is at 3:58 a.m. And then for Los Angeles, San Francisco, Vancouver, that is at 12:58 a.m. And then we're just going to go to the other side of the world here. Sydney, Brisbane, Melbourne, that is at 7:58 p.m. on November 19th. Okay, so we're all on the same day here. The full moon is in the sign of Taurus, which is normally a very, very nice placement for the moon. It's pretty comfortable there. It's an earth sign, Taurus, and the moon, of course, is water. It's of the water element. However, it is very comfortable there. It's a nice, fertile place for the moon. And it's also very calm, very centered. So we can expect a little bit of that, except just to make note, Uranus is also in Taurus right now. Now they are quite far apart in degrees. Uranus is, I believe, around 12 degrees, and the full moon here in Taurus is at 27. So they're quite a distant apart. However, that energy is still there. So maybe a little bit of the unexpected. Okay. And change is in the air. That was very evident in the cards during the Samhain Halloween readings as well. Okay, and the major aspect we've got going is that the sun at this time, November 19th, is the sun is in the sign of Scorpio, which of course is opposite to Taurus. So there's a little bit of an opposite energy going on. Now, here's how close this aspect is. The full moon is at Taurus, 27 degrees, 17 seconds. The sun in Scorpio on that day, November 19th, at that time, is in Scorpio at 27 degrees, 14 seconds. So we're talking 3 seconds apart, which is pretty potent. Okay, that's pretty potent energy. What does that mean? The sun and the moon in opposition is creating, for some of us, can create kind of a push me, pull me kind of energy. The sun and the moon being opposites. Of course, they're opposites in our night sky. We know the sun is about fire. It's the masculine energy. The moon is the feminine energy, and it is about receiving. The sun is about sending, and on the moon side, receiving. So sending, receiving. So that's lovely, actually, to have both. So those of you who are in relationship, this can be a really nice time for you both. Maybe a really nice time of balancing, equalizing the relationship if it has been out of balance. A draw as far as, feeling that romance with your partner. For those who are not in relationships, it's always a possibility that there's a meeting in the, in that energy, meeting up with somebody, or maybe clicking in a way that you hadn't previously. Okay, so that's the astrology. Just a brief little astrology. And let's see, is there anything else I want to say on that? Yes. Okay, so it is also in opposition to Mercury in Scorpio, but that's at 21 degrees, still quite close, but not as potent as that sun aspect, the opposition there. It is also square to the transiting Jupiter that's in Aquarius. That's at 24 degrees, so it's only 3 degrees off there. And then it is trine Pluto and Capricorn. Okay, this is what they pointed this one out to me, that this is important. The Pluto and Capricorn trine with the full moon sets a tone for people coming to grips, as the word that they're giving me, coming to grips with what is going on in the world. Pluto and Capricorn shaking things up, destruction of many of the accepted forms of the 3D world that we live in. And that is being destroyed right now. And it has actually for quite some time, but that's the Pluto and Capricorn energy. And this moon is coming in, giving us a sense of acceptance, peace about it. And what does that mean? When we are experiencing loss, when we are experiencing change on such a radical level as we have been witnessing, then it's very upsetting, of course, but we need to come to a place of peace about it. Doesn't mean that you accept it and think, oh yeah, everything that's going on is okay. But what it does mean is that you accept that this is reality, this is what's going on, and that really there's this element of trust that this is what is meant to happen, that it's part of the process that we're going through here, and that it is ultimately going to be okay. And the moon in Taurus helps give us that sense of peace, that sense of calm. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Okay, so getting to the tarot, we're just going to pull 3 cards and just get a sense of the energies around this full moon. Also, for those who are interested, the dragons who are here with us today are lunar dragons. And lunar dragons have a great deal to do with our emotions. They also work quite closely with oceanic dragons, having to do with the tides. So they are here. Their energy is here with us. They've got a very calming, very peaceful, very divine, feminine energy about them. Okay, so dragons, help us out here. What energies are we looking at for the full moon? Okay. Well, we've got two cards. We will take those. And we'll set this one aside. All right, so we have King of Swords with a golden orange dragon here. Let me show you that. Hope you can see that. King of Swords. Okay, so this is royal energy. This is connected also to Archangel Metatron for those who are working with Metatron, the great orchestrator. The sword is really standing out to me, and it is gold. It's a golden sword, which is a bit unusual as swords go. So this is cutting ties. That which is no longer necessary. Now, when you're heading toward full moon energy, it's a building, right? It's a building to that moment. And then we immediately go into releasing the old. So this is kind of leading us in that direction, that this buildup that's happening to the full moon, and some of us are going to see a fulfillment of things that we have been working on for quite some time. So there is that element, which is very positive. Seeing a completion of sort, resolution, solutions appearing as necessary. But of course, this is something that you've had to have been working on and being open to. So that's really important as we gather the energy here toward November 19th. Then this is also healing energy. So this golden sword, the golden sword is going to help us cut away anything that is not needed, okay, as we go into the new cycle after November 19th. So there is a lot of healing energy that's going on right now. And this is from the time period of Samhain, Halloween, until November 19th. That is also what I am hearing. Golden dragon, this golden orange dragon. So it's like he's a mixture of the gold dragons, which are high healers of the dragon world, and the orange dragon, which is fire energy, fire elemental. So we've got that going on as well. And I am just going to pull, sorry if you just saw my notebook there. I'm going to pull one of these. This is what is this? This message from the guides. So some of you may have particular messages that want to come through right now. This is general for all of us, Starseeds, Lightworkers, so, everything here is not going to apply. Okay. Wow, cool. Love is your energy. Love is your energy. Love is our energy, isn't it? Yes. Gosh, and I love the colors that he chose for this deck, for this particular card. We've got this lavender coming through, which is very healing. It's a calming, again, the Taurian calming influence. We've got blue, which is, analytical, being able to see things, see the truth. It's working on our third eye, clearing for the third eye with this golden sword. And the swords, of course, also air energy. So that ties in very nicely, I think. What else can we say about that? Yeah, there's a touch of golden here in these clouds. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can. So a real nice connection there. Love is our energy. I'm going to say that's going to apply to most anybody who's listening to this reading. Love is our energy, and love is it comes from our heart. It comes from our light. It surrounds us. I believe it is the light. That's what the light is. It's just love. And when we are feeling low, when we are feeling like drained, where's the love? What is going on in your life? Are you not giving yourself enough love? Are you not nurturing yourself enough, taking care of yourself, being gentle with yourself? My guides were telling me that this morning. Be gentle with yourself, Rachel. I'm not always, I'll be honest. I'm not always, and I bet you aren't either. I bet I'm not alone in that. Okay, so this is a nice little reminder for us. Then we have the Hanged Man. And I believe this came up, for some reason it's sticking in my mind, that this card came up for Libras, for the Samhain energy. And it always does look a bit daunting, this card, particularly the way it's depicted here. It is a dragon, actually holding, a bronze dragon, holding this gentleman by his leg, upside down, over a cliff. Doesn't look good, does it? However, if you can, I don't know if I'm making it fuzzier, but if you can see his face, he's calm. He's calm. Again, that word, calm. What is it? Calmness. Being in touch with our center, realizing that we are love, and being calm about it, being centered. Because you know what? It doesn't really help us to get all, freaking out. That doesn't really help us. It's okay to express that when you need to, but then you need to move on. You need to let it go, let the golden sword come in, cut that right out, and then we're getting a new perspective. To me, that's what this card is about. That's what the Hanged Man is about. It's about looking at things from a different angle. Obviously, we see things differently when we're hanging upside down over a cliff. But what a beautiful view. What an amazing view. And if we focus on that, focus on the view, focus on, wow, this is really a different way of looking at things. And coming from a place of allowing that Taurian energy of the moon come in. And I'm also getting this Empress kind of vibe, which I know is not this card, but the Taurian full moon has got an Empress vibe to it. And I believe that the Empress card is the Taurian card, the Taurus card in the tarot deck. Okay, so acceptance, and really feeling secure in ourselves, knowing that we are going to be provided for, that we trust our guides are giving us the information that we need, and that we just need to follow it, and trust. Okay. Let's see, what else do we want to pull here? We're going to pull another messages from the guides for the Hanged Man. See if there's, okay, or we're going to have two. I'll take them both. Oh, 3. Okay, understand our bodies. I don't know if you can see that now. Let's see, move this over. understand your body. Understand our body. I love how the green, now this green here, is bringing out the green that's in the cliff here. How it's depicted. So green is about healing, and I'm hearing Archangel Raphael. So his energy is also coming in. We've got Archangel Metatron. We've got Archangel Raphael, two very powerful angels. Wow, this is amazing. I'm sorry, I'm looking out my window here and I am seeing a rainbow. I'm like, how can I do this? Okay, let me see if I can take a picture. It's not going to be the best picture because it's through windows, but at least maybe I can show you that I'm want to share that rainbow with you. Okay, so Archangel Raphael coming in again, coming back to this nurturing ourselves. I don't know where I said that now. But nurturing ourselves, being gentle with ourselves, loving ourselves, and you know what? Not judging ourselves so much. I'm hearing that too, that a lot of us judge ourselves and we judge our bodies because our bodies aren't doing what we want. We're getting older. For me, I'm getting older. My body doesn't do what I want it to do all the time. We have physical ailments, things caused by these solar flares that, and then we get achy and we have, food allergies and we have all kinds of things going on with us physically. A lot of us do. And this is saying, understand your body. Maybe look at Louise Hay. She had a lot of really great information. And I don't know if she considered herself a channeler, but I believe that she was. And oh my gosh, okay, forgive yourself, inspire others. Okay, but just to finish this, what else can we say about that? Do some meditations. We really need to focus on this. Doing some meditations that are going to be really focusing on our physical well-being. Okay, there are also Sophagia frequencies. I think it's 528. Don't quote me on that. Look it up. That is the physical body and healing DNA. Healing DNA. I'm also hearing, which a lot of us need. Healing. This full moon in Taurus is also a good time to be working with that. I believe that Taurian energy is very, very healing, and because it's so connected to the earth, it's so connected to Gaia, and that's what these bodies are. We're starseeds, but our bodies are of this earth as well. Okay. So we've got forgive yourself, which to me is connected when I said something about judgment here. We need to forgive ourselves and inspire others. I don't think they're all going to fit here. Well, I didn't expect to get 4 cards. I didn't expect to get 4. Let's see. Let's do that. Ooh, nice. Okay, and then this is teal energy. So that's heart healing. Oh, forgiveness. You know what? Ho'oponopono. I know not everybody wants to do that, but you know what? Raphael told me years ago that was the key to all healing, is forgiving ourselves. And forgiveness. Maybe it's not always forgiving ourselves. It might be somebody else in our lives, in our past, who we need to forgive and let go of. And but it is very much connected with the self. I'm hearing for many of us, it's, we've let go and we've forgiven, our childhoods and our parents, and because many of us had very difficult upbringings, and we were often feeling isolated, alone, misunderstood. Where's my people? Kind of energy around us. We could talk about that for a long time. I'm not going to. But ultimately, if you can work on these things coming to this full moon, and I know these are not easy things. These are not easy, but nobody said this was going to be easy, okay? We wouldn't have come here if it was going to be easy. They wouldn't have needed people like us, okay? We are spiritual badasses. They wouldn't have needed us. They could have just, brought in the D team. I don't know. That's their humor, not mine. Okay, so we're gonna forgive ourselves. We're gonna see that love is our energy. So if our energy is low, okay, what does that mean? That means we're not loving ourselves. We're not allowing love into our lives. We're gonna forgive ourselves. We're gonna do hopefully some kind of forgiveness exercises. If you're not into the Ho'oponopono, then just I forgive everyone for everything in all ways. Okay. That's not always easy to say, I know. We are going to work on nurturing our bodies, listening to our bodies, understanding when there is an issue, where is it coming from? And, looking at that a bit, maybe looking at some Louise Hay, which probably most of you already do anyway. And then inspiring others. Gosh, that's the real reason we're here, isn't it? To inspire others, to help people come to this light and recognize the light within them. Yes, I believe that's why we're here. And as we head into this full moon, if you can work on these things, if we can do this, there is going to be fulfillment for us. There is going to be a sense of completion and fulfillment and resolution and calm. Okay. I hope that you enjoyed that. I hope this message resonated. I hope this reading resonated, I should say. And thank you so much for listening to my channel. My name again is Rachel, and the channel is Dragonlight Bay Tarot. Thank you so much. Okay, so this is the photo that I shot of the rainbow, and that was during the reading. And then this, directly after the reading, directly after I finished recording, this huge rainbow appeared. And so I had to share this one with you as well. This is going to be a very special full moon, I believe, the lead up to it. So soak in those healing codes and enjoy this rainbow. Thank you so much.